What's up, everybody? I'm Aslan Hajavandi, a guy who still needs to get his haircut, and he's Michael Langston, a guy who doesn't need to get his haircut. He's got it all taken care of. Welcome on to this edition of Warchant TV. Before we begin and give you some good information when it comes to Florida State recruiting, if you could hit that subscribe button to the lower right corner, it's kind of below Michael Langston's subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. Michael Langston, as we talk about recruiting, whenever we bring you in here, you know, one of the sort of hallmarks that felt like of Jimbo Fisher getting this thing back on track, I mean, heck, a decade ago now, which is crazy to think about, was this whole concept of building a fence around Tallahassee, keeping homegrown local guys inside the city limits, I guess you could say. What's Mike Norvell got ahead of them, and are there guys here in Tallahassee, in the capital city, that can help get this turnaround started?
Yeah, I think we already saw that with them landing Joshua Farmer out of Gaston County over there. They got him defensive end. I think one of the guys that's probably their best shot is defensive back Omari Harvey over there at FSU High. FSU's worked hard. Florida was the early leader. Now FSU's jumped back into it. I think FSU's a major factor. I think what I hear, Auburn, Texas A&M, both of those are schools that are probably the biggest competition for FSU. They're pushing hard, and Omari just wants to see them win on the field. And it doesn't mean a certain amount of record. I think Ahmari just wants to see them be productive. And I think if they show a production, I think there's a really good chance you'll see him in this class. I think that's really the key for FSU. As long as they show that, I think I like their chances to possibly land Harvey down the line.
What makes him a special kind of guy, and why do you think he's a guy that can help get this turnaround started, Michael?
Well, he's very athletic. He's a pure safety, which they always loved. His ball hawking skills with the ball in the air is very impressive. Knows how to track the ball very well. Good at pass breakups, but he's got very good hands, as everyone can see on that pick. And then he knows what to do after the play and take it to the house. So I think he's just your pure safety that FSU desperately wants in this class to finish off their safety class.
Right. He's not the only guy. I mean, Tallahassee's been known to have some players year in and year out. Is there anybody else around these parts that can help get things started for Mike Norvell and company?
Yeah, I think the biggest target would be Terrion Arnold out of John Paul. He's probably going to be ranked the highest. This kid is a very unique talent where he can play corner or safety. He can do a lot of different things. Alabama is the biggest competition. That has been the team that I consistently hear the most with Terrion. They're the biggest concern. I would still lean a little bit more towards Alabama at this stage because of what they do with defensive backs already, what they've done with their program. I think Terrion needs to see that from FSU. I think everything else FSU has checked off the boxes. We hear that from a lot of recruits and commits that he is super high on FSU, and I believe that. And I believe FSU is very high on his list, but I think at the same time, he needs to see the product on the field. And this kind of goes back to, even more importantly for Terrion than Ahmari, is the production and showing that FSU can be a top team. And so I think if FSU can show that, they're going to be a threat. But, as of right now, I would lean towards Alabama as far as being the favorite at this stage. But there's a lot of players, Florida, Tennessee, Miami. Those are all teams that are heavily in the mix. So he's going to take a lot of visits. But this kid would be a tremendous coup if FSU can get him. He's an everything defensive back.
Michael, I mean, does it feel like 9 wins? I mean, I hate to put a number on it, but I mean, do you think there's a really high bar set for Mike Norvell to convince these local kids to stay around here? Or do you think it's pretty manageable, the expectations they have?
I don't think Ahmari's really the number 8 or 9. I think if you go out there and you win 7, 8 games, I think with Omari Harvey, and you show a very improved product on the field, that's going to be enough to win here. Now, you might have to get 8 to 9 wins with Terrion to show that, hey, we're taking the next step, or just show indications that you're ready to take the next step. But I think it's a less of a thing with Ahmari as far as records compared to the two guys, but they're similar in that they want to see a change of product on the field.
Right on. All right, folks, as we do around this time, breaking things down, recruiting with Michael Langston only the way he knows how. Again, hit that subscribe button, and if you like some of the information that Michael was able to share with you, hit the like button. It matters. That's how we keep score. We don't have star rankings, Michael. We have thumb rankings based on the amount of likes we get. So appreciate your time as always, Michael.
You got it, man.